Hey, this is Zan at the Pour Over.
And this is Joe at the Pour Over.
Today we're talking about a hate crime in Boulder, Colorado, Russia-Ukraine ceasefire negotiations, an ICE raid in a San Diego restaurant, and other top news for Wednesday, June 4th. Stay informed while remaining focused on Christ with the Pour Over today.
Here's your quote of the day. We are never nearer Christ than when we find ourselves lost in a holy amazement at his unspeakable love. John Owen. Let's get started with some espresso shots.
A 45-year-old Egyptian national has been charged with federal hate crimes and 16 counts of attempted first-degree murder for Sunday's terror attack in Boulder, Colorado. The man reportedly threw 2 Molotov cocktails into a pro-Israel demonstration, shouting, "How many children killed?" and "Free Palestine." According to a police report, he disguised himself as a gardener and had another 18 Molotov cocktails with him, but didn't throw them because he, quote, got scared and had never hurt anyone before. The suspect, who overstayed his visa after arriving in 2022, later told the FBI he had planned the attack for a year and would do it again. The victims were participating in a weekly demonstration aimed to raise awareness for the 58 hostages still held by Hamas. 12 people were injured, including an 88-year-old Holocaust survivor. Amid violence and division, followers of Christ have an opportunity to show that our ultimate allegiance is to Him. Imitating our just and merciful Father, root for justice while retaining love for all parties, the victims and the perpetrator, desiring restoration, not revenge. Isaiah 30:18 says, "The Lord is waiting to show you mercy and is rising up to show you compassion, for the Lord is a just God. All who wait patiently for Him are happy."
Russia and Ukraine aren't laying down their weapons just yet. At a second round of direct negotiations in Istanbul, Ukraine proposed a 30-day full and unconditional ceasefire. Russia said not yet, but offered a 2 or 3 day truce in certain areas of the more than 600-mile front line, which Ukraine rejected. Ultimately, the warring countries agreed to another prisoner swap, exchanging the bodies of 12,000 fallen soldiers as well as all sick, significantly wounded, or under 25-year-old prisoners. Russia and Ukraine also laid out their war-ending wish lists. Russia is seeking recognized ownership of the land it has seized from Ukraine, a ban on Ukraine's membership in any military alliances and limits to its military, making Russian an official language of Ukraine, and the removal of sanctions placed on the Kremlin. Meanwhile, Ukraine wants all of its territory returned and more sanctions on Russia. Here's a verse to consider when peace seems far away. In the last days, the mountain of the Lord's house will be established at the top of the mountains and will be raised above the hills. Peoples will stream to it. He will settle disputes among many peoples and provide arbitration for strong nations that are far away. They will beat their swords into plows and their spears into pruning knives. Nation will not take up the sword against nation, and they will never again train for war. Micah 4, verses 1 and 3.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, is ramping up operations. The largest ever ICE operation concluded Monday with agents arresting nearly 1,500 non-citizens with convictions or outstanding warrants during a month-long sweep across Massachusetts. On the other coast, armed and masked ICE agents raided a popular San Diego restaurant, sparking criticism for using a flashbang grenade and smoke to disperse the crowd, some of whom were blocking a DHS vehicle. An agent said they were, quote, executing a criminal search warrant, and 4 people were ultimately detained. The raid was prompted by a tip from November 2020 that the restaurant had knowingly hired undocumented workers and treated them poorly. Meanwhile, advocacy groups are suing to block ICE agents from arresting undocumented immigrants following their mandatory court appearances. Culturally hot topics frequently make people think, speak, and act poorly, including us. We can respect others and represent God better if we are quick to listen and slow to speak. James 1:19-20 says, "Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger, for human anger does not accomplish God's righteousness." Whether it's for Mother's Day, Father's Day, or graduation day, give your loved ones a gift they might actually use forever, a CSB Bible. The CSB is a translation that's both highly readable and true to the original text, making it a great option for all Bible readers. From beautiful note-taking Bibles and comprehensive study Bibles to New and Old Testament guides and other giftable resources, CSB has a gift for everyone, no matter your preference or your budget. Plus, with personalization options, you can gift mom, dad, or recent grad with a Bible that's uniquely theirs. Check out the link in the show notes to find the perfect one today.
In other brews, here's a rapid round of updates. Mount Etna had a Monday meltdown, literally. Italy's most active volcano sent smoke and ash sky high after part of its southeast crater collapsed. The local airport raised its alert level, and the summit, which was close to tourists as a precaution, remained off limits. There were no injuries, and Sicily's president said the lava flows, quote, posed no danger to the population.
South Korea elected Democrat Lee Jae-myung as president yesterday, ending a 6-month power vacuum. The saga began when then-President Yoon was impeached after his short-lived declaration of martial law in December. Yoon's replacement was impeached after 2 weeks, leaving the education minister in charge until today. In a victory speech, Lee promised to focus on restoring the economy.
Floridians. If you notice a hazy red sky, it's just dust from the Sahara Desert. A cloud of dust, roughly the size of the continental United States, has hit Florida and other Gulf states after blowing 5,000 miles from North Africa. While bad for air quality, the dry, dusty air also suppresses hurricane formation and makes beautiful sunrises.
Israeli soldiers killed at least 27 Palestinians in Gaza as they attempted to collect aid at a distribution site. The IDF said that their soldiers fired shots at those who were, quote, deviating from the designated access routes. The attack brings more scrutiny against the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a new Israel and U.S.-backed group that has taken over aid distribution.
Rejoice, fans of snacks! The McDonald's snack wrap is coming back on July 10th. It's just a chicken tender and a tortilla, but somehow so much more menu item disappeared in 2016, but it never left fans' hearts, according to the Golden Arches. The return of the wrap was announced with a lo-fi website, which includes fan emails requesting the return of the beloved treat.
That's all we have for today. Thanks so much for listening, TPO fam. If you're listening on the Apple Podcasts app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and hit the notification bell to never miss a new episode. We're grateful for your support and we hope you have a great day. Catch you on Friday. My pantry stays stocked with Element. I drink it, my husband drinks it, my kids guzzle it. Basically, we run on Element around here. No sugar, no crashes, just the science-backed ratio of electrolytes we need to stay sharp. Plus, it makes drinking water a lot more enjoyable and delicious. If you haven't tried it yet, you gotta. As a listener of the Pour Over today, you'll get 8 single-serve packs free with any drink mix purchase. Just use the Element link in the show notes.